Hello, my beautiful friends. I hope you're doing amazing. Today, we're going to be decluttering my concealers, if that's something you'd be interested in. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Audrey. Thank you so much for being here. Please consider subscribing down below before you leave. We talk about makeup over here. I'm just a mom who loves makeup, and that's what we do. And if you're returning, hi, hello, welcome. I love and appreciate you. And let's get started. Real quick, hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. My schedule is kind of crazy. And if you're interested in any of the makeup that I talk about today, everything is always linked down in the description box. Some of those links are affiliated links. That just means that if you shop through them, I do receive a small commission, but that always goes straight back into my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who has been shopping through my links. I seriously appreciate you. But if you don't want to shop through the links, just watching the video helps my channel out a ton. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's get on with the declutter. Okay, we're going to declutter. This is my concealer, eyeshadow primer, color corrector, mascara drawer, which I obviously want to organize a little bit more. And I don't know if I want all of these things in the same drawer. So we're going to make some space. We're going to start with color correctors. This one. How about we'll just pull from here. Okay, so starting with Charlotte Tilbury. This is my color corrector. I have in the shade One Fair. I'm going to swatch them all for you because you guys said you wanted swatches. That's the Charlotte Tilbury in One Fair. Absolutely love this. Keeping it for sure. Love that color. Great pink under eye corrector tone for my skin tone. Not too dark, not too light. Not an eye brightener, really, just a corrector. This is the Nars Night Swan Light Reflecting Eye Brightener in the shade Night Swan. And I really like this a lot. It's not as brightening on my skin tone as I wish it could be, but it's really, really good for like a one and done fast makeup look if you don't want to do the extra step of color correcting and then concealer. I like the formula a lot too, so I'm going to hold on to this one. And this is the Florasis Smooth Tricolor Concealer. This is, I used it in a short, and I actually had somebody ask me if I preferred it to the Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm not sure. You know, I really do like this formula, and it surprised me a lot. So there's that first big color, and then we have the middle, and then that color corrector shade. And I used all three of those colors. So the big one, the concealer, and then the color correctors. And I really did. I was impressed. I was impressed by this. I think that this and this color corrector are super similar. I mean, I don't know. I need to test it a little bit more. Maybe do a versus with the Charlotte Tilbury, but I'm going to hold on to this. It did surprise me a lot. I hope that Florasis comes out with a different kind of concealer. I'd love to see it. This is the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener in Rose Quartz. I love this formula and the shade, but the applicator is just, I mean, I get way too much out, but it's so brightening and beautiful. I love that light pink color. I think I'm going to hold on to this for right now. That's my thoughts. I think I'm going to hold on to it for now. Yep. Okay. Next, we have the Rare Beauty Eye Brightener. This is the one with the little, metal. I almost said metallic. The metal applicator. And it is really cooling and really nice on the skin. But it's just a really light concealer with a little bit of radiance. And if I'm being honest, I don't really reach for it. So I am going to go ahead and declutter the Rare Beauty. This is the Nars Radiant Creamy Color Corrector. This is the shade Light. This is the lightest shade that they came out with. And it is, I mean, it's so dark. It is way too dark for me. So I am going to go ahead and pass the Radiant Creamy Color Corrector along to someone who could use it. Okay, next we have the Trish McAvoy. They sent me a super wonderful PR package. I can't wait to show you guys what they sent me. This is one of the things they sent me. This is their Instant Eye Lift. It's an eye brightener, kind of concealer situation. And I am excited to try it. I love the consistency. It's very pink, so I would probably need a concealer on top of it, but it's going to help correct those any dark circles I might have. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to this. Of course, just recently got it. Love it. This is the Bobbi Brown. This is so good. This is the Bobbi Brown Skin Corrector Stick in Extra Light Bisque. The stick, I love the stick. It's a wonderful corrector, brightener for my skin tone. Absolutely love it. Gonna keep it. Yeah. Yep. Amazing, amazing, amazing. This is the, okay, so with these, this is the Huda Beauty Pink Pomelo. This is the color corrector, and it's too dark. Where am I going to swatch it? It's too dark for my skin tone. And she did recently come out with a cherry blossom option, and I want to try the cherry blossom one. So I'm going to go ahead and pass the Huda Beauty on and keep the Natasha Denona because I have this one, and I prefer this formula. I've got concealer on the end. I prefer this formula to the Huda Beauty, and the color just works a little bit better with my skin tone. This is the Natasha Denona in C1. So, yeah, that I'm going to go ahead and keep. I think I'm considering, since I have, where was it? Yeah, since I have this new, what's this one? Yeah, since I have the Bobbi Brown, I think I will declutter the Fenty. It's just, I never use it because the packaging is just, it pushes a lot of product out. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter that one. Okay, let's do eyeshadow primers next because I don't want to, we'll get to the concealers in a second. So I have the Makeup by Mario. This is his Master Eye Prep and Set in Light, the eye primer kit. I really do enjoy this. I like it a lot, but if I'm honest with myself, I don't really use it because I would just rather use a doe foot or something that's a little bit easier to manage. The colors, ooh, it feels really dry now. I'd really, wow, have to warm that up with my fingers. Yeah, see, and it's just, it's a good formula, and I do really like it a lot as an eyeshadow primer wise, and I love the powder and the creams together, but it's just, I'm going to go ahead and pass this along. I have other eyeshadow primers that I prefer. This is the Nars Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. This was my holy grail, and then they decided to get rid of all the colored shades, and now they only have the original that doesn't have any tint. So I am going to go ahead and pass this on. I don't like to talk about stuff you guys can't get a hold of anymore, and it's had its time, but somebody else will use it more. I can't really use it. I don't like to use it for videos, so someone else will love it more. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Everlasting Eye Base. This is an incredible eye base, but I once again, can't be bothered to pull it out because it's a squeezy tube, and I just have others that I'm so yellow. I just have others that I like more, that I prefer over this, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter the Dominique Cosmetics. This is another absolutely incredible product that Trish McAvoy sent me. I'm so excited to try it. This is the Eye Base Essentials in the shade Sand. I wasn't expecting sand to be so pink, I guess, but as an eye base, I'm very intrigued. I cannot wait to see how it blends on the eyes and what eyeshadows look like on top of it. It's pink. I might have to set it with a cream colored powder or something, eyeshadow, but I am super excited to try that. Gonna keep that one. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Intensifies Longwear Primer. This is just a clear eyeshadow base, and I love this. It does have a tiny bit of a tint to it, and I really love my Pat McGrath Longwear Primer, so I'm going to hold on to that one. This is the About Face eyeshadow primer, smoothing shadow fix primer. Absolutely, I love this one too a lot, a lot. The Pat McGrath and the About Face are super similar, and eyeshadow just looks incredible on top of both of them. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one as well. And then this is my Pat McGrath Labs Intensifies Artistry wand, and mine, it's a click up pen. Oh, see, it kind of broke and it wasn't coming up all the way, but it seems like it's doing okay. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to this one too. Okay, time for mascaras. And I know I've got to go through these. So this is a new About Face mascara that in black that I just recently got. I've got enough stuff to do a full face of About Face, at least what they sell. So I'm excited to try that, keeping it. This is my Benefit Fan Fest mascara in black. I absolutely love this mascara. Almost, I mean, I might even, one of my top favorites, Holy Grail at this moment right now. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to that one. This is my Florasis mascara. I think it's in pine, or it's the black one. Crazy awesome wand. Really, really love it for the lower lashes. Pretty new to me, so I'm going to hold on to that one. This is my Lancome Lash Idol mascara. This was my holy grail. And I know that this is old. And I mean, it smells like a mascara. I don't know. I have a waterproof version that is unopened that I haven't tried yet. I've been wanting to try more of a waterproof option to see if it holds the curl on my lashes better. I've heard that it does. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to the waterproof one that I haven't opened yet, and then I'm going to declutter the original that I love so much. Such a good formula. This is the Surratt Releve mascara in Noir. This is a newer formulation to me. I think it's a fiber mascara. Focus, thank you. So I am going to hold on to it for right now. I wasn't a huge fan of the fibers initially, but I'm going to try it out some more because it is newer to me. Oh, this is the Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes from Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade Super Black. I think this is really dried out, but I love this. I love this mascara. Should I repurchase it? I also have the Full Fat Lashes from Charlotte Tilbury. This one I received in a mystery box. And this one is newer, but it's just not as good. Does not want to focus on the mascaras, I guess. Yeah, so I'm going to keep it just to remind myself that I need to purchase another one. If I want another one, I need to repurchase it. Keeping those. This is the Tower 28 mascara. I just picked this up in the shade Jet. This is the black one. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to use this. Everybody loves this. I wonder if it's going to become, my new holy grail. I can't wait. I'm so excited. So, keeping that one. This is my Merit mascara, the clean lengthening mascara in Perfect Black. This is my older one. That's definitely dried out. I have a new unopened one, so I am going to go ahead and declutter the old one and keep the new one. I absolutely love this formula. It's incredible. It's not like the most va-va-voom volume mascara, but it is a really good everyday, easy to get off formula. I love Merit. This is newer to my collection. This is the Westman Atelier I Want You mascara. And I did pick it up in the limited edition brown shade. I don't have any other brown mascara, so I am going to hold on to this one. Why won't you focus? And I'm not a huge fan of the brown. I've got to get used to it. But, I mean, I love this packaging, and I'm considering purchasing this formula in the black to see how I feel about it. So, I'm going to hold on to that one. This one is newer to my collection, too. This is the Victoria Beckham. What is this one called? Ooh, it's so gloopy. It's the I don't see, oh, right there, Vast Lash. So this is the Vast Lash Smudge Free Volumizing Mascara. I don't know. And then this is the other Victoria Beckham, the Future Lash. So the black tube and the white tube. And I just, together, they're good. This one is super tiny, and then this one is really big and fat. And I mean, they feel expensive. They are newer to my collection, so I mean, they're probably not expired quite yet. Yeah, they smell okay. I don't know. I just don't really like the Victoria Beckham mascara formula in general. I might, with the amount that I'm keeping, kind of want to pass these along. Let me think about it for a minute. Okay, the Huda Beauty One Coat Wow, absolutely incredible, really big, fat Huda Beauty wand. I love this. It's a really, really good formula, but I just don't reach for it because it is kind of a mess. Same kind of thing with the One Size. I really love these formulas of mascara, and they have these really big, thick, fat wands. But I don't reach for these over like my my Benefit and my Lancome. So I am going to go ahead and declutter both of those. Oh gosh, I think I'm just going to keep this for nostalgic reasons. This is the Westman Atelier. This is their original I Love You mascara, and it is not as good as that new red one they came out with. But I just, Westman Atelier, I just love it. And this is I got it in a gold set, and it's really pretty, but I don't use it on my eyes anymore. Do I want to keep it? Yeah, I think I'll keep it. I'll hold on to it. Okay, this is the LYS Lash Confidence Mascara. I did not enjoy this formula. It didn't really do a whole lot for my lashes, so I am going to go ahead and declutter that. This is the Rare Beauty mascara. It doesn't have a name, in black. Everybody went crazy for this, and I just don't understand the hype. Mine's really old now, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. But I didn't like it. I wasn't a huge fan. It's not the best mascara. I would much prefer my Benefit and my Lancome and my Merit and all the things. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that one. I preferred the Patrick Ta actually to the Rare Beauty. I really loved this mascara. It is getting pretty old. I am going to go ahead and declutter this one too. I just never reach for it. It's getting really clumpy and weird. But so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and declutter the Patrick Ta, but I did love this formula. One of my favorites. This is the Rose Ink mascara. I have mine in the, oh, there's a fuzz. Shade Black. I was not a huge fan of this formula either. The wand is pretty cool and really nice, but it's a really kind of a dry formula, and it's getting on the older side, and I just have others that I love more. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter the Rose Ink. Ooh, this is my Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eyes Mascara. Oh, it's so old. Yeah, it's getting glunky and clumpy, and it does have a scent. Like, they put perfume in this mascara. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and declutter my Pat McGrath Fetish Eyes mascara. I really want to try the gold, the gold tube mascara that Pat McGrath has. I've never actually tried that one, so that's on my list, but I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that one. Not a bad mascara, not my favorite. I have such a hard time letting go of makeup. When I'm looking at my collection, and I've kept a lot of mascaras. And mascara does not last that long, especially these clean Victoria Beckham formulas. The packaging is just so beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter the Victoria Beckham, both of them, the Vast Lash and the Future Lash. They're good. They're better together than they are separate. So, yeah, probably won't repurchase. Honestly, at this point right now, repurchasing, I can't say I'm repurchasing the Tower 28 yet, but it's, I mean, I think I'm going to love it a lot. Have repurchased multiple times. Yep, so these are the top 4 mascaras, and I'm keeping all of these. And considering repurchasing this one, I don't know. I don't know. All right, last little box in this bigger drawer is my concealers. This is going to be fun. Okay. So, starting with this one, this is my Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Light 1 Chantilly. I haven't hit pan on it, but for some reason I felt the need to buy a backup. So I have the backup. I don't know why anyone with a collection like mine would need backups, but I do already have a backup of this. This is the best concealer on top of acne for spot concealing. Absolutely incredible. I recommend it to everyone for that reason. But this one has, I mean, I've swatched it once, I think. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. I'm scared they're going to discontinue it or something. Should I declutter? I'm going to go ahead and keep the newer one and pass along the older one. I think I'm going to declutter that one. Okay, and then here we have this one. This is a newer addition to my collection. This is the Fenty Beauty. Oh, I didn't swatch that one. We're Even Concealer in 120N. I have not used this on my face or my channel yet. Really excited to try that. But I am going to go ahead and keep that one because I have not used it yet. This is my Nars. It's so creamy. It's just a great, great pot concealer formula. And then we have the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Concealer in 0 and 1. I haven't used this on my channel yet either. Very excited to give it a try with that foundation that everyone's going wild about. There's that shade match. Keeping it. Love it so much. This is the Rare Beauty. Oh, there's no, it's pretty old. This is the concealer in 130N. I remember how much I loved this when I first got it, but I just, I think did I declutter the Rare Beauty foundation? Yes, I did. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter the concealer as well. Oh, this is the YSL All Hours Precise Angles Concealer in LN1, which is supposed to be light neutral 1, but you'll see when I swatch it against all these other ones, it's so dark. It's way too yellow and dark for what I usually prefer with a concealer. And I don't know why I would need to keep a YSL concealer. So I am going to go ahead and declutter that. I think it'll find a much happier home with someone who could use the shade match better. This is my Haus Labs concealer. I have mine in the shade 01 Fair Neutral. This is Holy Grail status. Absolutely incredible. I think the most smoothing formula I have in my collection. Incredible. Love it. So, I mean, Haus Labs is not going anywhere. This is the Surratt Dew Drop Concealer. I have mine in the shade 1, which was too light for me. And it has this spongy applicator. And, I mean, it's like, it is white. It's very, very brightening. It's not my favorite formula, but I'm not willing to give up on it quite yet. I want to make it work for me. I just might need to hydrate a little more. So, I'm going to go ahead and keep the Surratt. And because that wasn't my favorite formula, I went ahead and picked up the Surreal Skin Concealer from Surratt in the shade 2. It's a little bit darker than that shade 1, and it is a stick concealer, which I'm pretty excited about. And see, it matches all my other favorites a little bit better. Oh, can you see? So there's that Ciroc concealer, and I'm really excited to try this one. I haven't actually put it on my face yet, but it's tiny and a stick, and I'm excited. I think it'll be great. Okay, this is the Rem Beauty Concealer in Fair 2N, and this I'm going to go ahead and declutter. The shade is really, really light, pretty close to that Ciroc concealer, and it's too thick. It's not a formula that I love on my face, so I'm going to go ahead and find that a new home. This is the Glossier Stretch Concealer in Balm Concealer in Very Light 1. Now, this is a really light shade, but it's not too light, and the undertone is really good. It's very hydrating. For as pot concealers go, this one is a little bit better underneath the eyes compared to my Nars, which I think was this one. But so I like this one underneath my eyes a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the Glossier Pot Concealer, Stretch Concealer. And I've heard it's good for all over the face too, as like a foundation situation. So I'm going to hold on to that one. This is my Radiant Essentialist Cream Concealer in R10. And I was just looking at this. It has a little cover because my Radiant is so creamy. It's a really good creamy formula. But my Radiant foundation did like go off. It is, I think it went bad. So I'm a little hesitant to keep this, but it doesn't smell funny. And I do really love this pot concealer formula. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one for now anyways. This is the KVD Lightweight Full Coverage Concealer in Light 103. This, I think the doe foot is really cool, but it's a little too drying under the eyes for me. It's a little too not what I like. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter the KVD. Oh, this one, I'm also going to declutter the Rose Ink in LX010. This one, same kind of thing. I think that this concealer has a type. It's very beigey neutral, and it is very, very thick. So I'm just not a huge fan. I think that this could find a better home than with me. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter that one. This is, oh goodness, I love this. So the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear All Over Concealer in the shade 090. This one I have repurchased before. It used to be my holy grail concealer. But see, it's not the right shade anymore. It's too peachy. It's a really good concealer, but I have others that I use more. So I think that I am going to go ahead and declutter the Lancome. It's so crazy. But I mean, concealers have been coming out left and right from brands, and I've been trying them, and I just have others I like more, like this Lancome Serum Concealer in the shade 120N. This was the Care and Glow that came out with the foundation, and that wand is so cool. And the shades are super, super similar. So this is the Lancome Ultra Wear, and this is the Care and Glow. And the Care and Glow is just a little bit more hydrating and moisturizing for my eyes. It's not as thick. So I'm just, and a little bit newer to my collection too. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to the Lancome Care and Glow Concealer with the white lid. This is the Dominique Cosmetics concealer in Almond Milk. This is the concealer with that metal tip applicator, and I can't be bothered with it. It's a really good formula. It's a little too dark for what I prefer for a concealer, honestly. I prefer a little bit lighter of a brightening effect under my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and pass along the Dominique Cosmetics concealer, but it is a good formula, very smoothing, just not my favorite. This is the Natasha Denona concealer, the High Glam concealer in N1 or 1N, N1 I think. This is absolutely incredible. I love this a lot. absolutely amazing. And one of my top favorite, very, very full coverage concealers. I love it for under the eyes. The shade is a little darker than I prefer. It does really good for spot concealing too. So yes, I love this concealer. It's a great, great formula. Keep it. This is the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. It's not a bad concealer. I think that the wand and putting it back into the tube is a little ridiculous, and it's not bad, but I have others that I prefer and like a little more, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass this along. Declutter that one. Oh goodness, I don't. This used to be my favorite. This is the Huda Beauty Full Filter Luminous Matte Concealer in Royal Icing 1.1N, and it's a really, really nice color and a really good concealer, but it's kind of messy, and I just have others that I prefer more. The Haus Labs and the Natasha Denona and the Tower 28. And I just have others I like more. So I think that I'm going to go ahead and declutter the Huda Beauty. Yep. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Concealer in LN2. I think I had LN3 at one point, and I passed it along to a friend and picked up LN2. It's a little bit more peachy. Honestly, I wish I had LN1. But that is a newer purchase for me, and it's a really, really good concealer, actually. It's just not my favorite color. So I am going to hold on to this, but I might end up picking up a lighter shade. This is the Makeup Forever. It needs to be shooken up a little bit. This is the Makeup Forever HD Skin concealer in 1.1N. This is a very, very sheer formula. This is probably the sheerest formula concealer that I have. It is very lightweight for a no makeup kind of look. And I really, really want to try this with that new foundation they just came out with. It's a really good concealer, not the most full coverage, so it's not my favorite. I don't use it a ton, but really for what it does and what it is, it's a really, really good option. So keeping that one. Tower 28 is absolutely holy grail status. I have it's a serum concealer in the shade BH. Absolutely incredible. I'm running out of room. I love the shade. I love the consistency. I love the blendability. I love everything about this concealer. This one and the Tower 28 and the Haus Labs are my top two concealers right now, and I have a really hard time picking between them because I feel like the Haus Labs is just a little bit more smoothing under my eyes, but this one has just a little bit more coverage. So I love them both. They're incredible, incredible formulas. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer in 1 Fair, and I wish I used this more. Honestly, it's a really, really good brightening concealer. I'm going to hold on to it because I love the brand, and I think maybe if I cut down my collection a little, I would use it a little more. It's a really, really good hydrating, radiant concealer. I love it. This is the, needs to be shaken up, Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer in 120. And this one is a little bit too drying for my liking. It's not the most hydrating option. I love Makeup by Mario, and it is newer to my collection, so I'm going to hold on to it and hopefully fall more in love with it. It's not my favorite versus all the other ones I've mentioned. It's not the best for my dry skin, in my opinion. This is the Gucci concealer in 14 Fair N. I picked this up when all the concealers were releasing, and I mean, check this out. Okay, where should I put it? Look at that. That is so yellow. This concealer is more yellow than the rest of them. And I it's just, I mean, it's supposed to be neutral, right? Yeah, 14N, 14 neutral, which is, I tend to go with like more of a neutral, like almost the fairest neutral in concealers. So it's probably towards the end, and I don't think it's light enough for me. And this was not a cheap concealer. So I honestly prefer my Haus Labs and my Tower 28. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. This is my Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Concealer in 0N0 Blanc. This is, I mean, I love this. For a stick concealer, holy cow, it's incredible. It's really, really nice. A very nice, very not cheap Tom Ford concealer, but I really love it. I love it a lot. I think it's definitely worth it if you're looking for a fast, easy option. That Tom Ford, yeah, stick concealers are just easy and fast. And this is the Lawless Conceal the Deal Full Coverage Concealer. I got mine in the shade Cloud. And oh my goodness, a lot came out of that. And this is, it was just too drying. It's like the stopper isn't working. Weird. It's too drying underneath my eyes. It's a little bit too yellow. It's just not, this was not my favorite formula concealer wise. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. So correctors, we're keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keeping 5 color correctors. Keeping 4 eyeshadow primers. $12 mascaras. Keeping 16 concealers. Going to declutter 4 color correctors, 3 eyeshadow primers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 mascaras. Hey. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 concealers. That's pretty good. All right, I hope you enjoyed that declutter, seeing what stays, what goes. Everything will be gifted out to friends and family, and I do love doing that. So with that, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I love and appreciate you. Give this video a thumbs up if you love videos like this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Oh, and if you're interested in anything that's on my face, no, that's not it. For the declutters.